Hey, this is a spoiler talk of the review of the Batman 2022. You can see Batman's review without any spoilers from this link. So finally the Batman 2022 released and Matt Reeves directed it very nice. Why? Because, well, he made a movie based on Batman Year 1 and New Halloween. He made the movie like we don't need to know the comic even a bit. It was about Riddler and starts to killing politics-man in the government of Gotham. Toward this, in one sequence, Gordon says to the Batman that I escape, Riddler kills me like the others. Because Batman says he kills people in this case, Riddler's case. So Gordon escapes, Riddler kills him too, and the Batman says, you are not corrupt. The Riddler in the movie knows as a crazy earthing killer who kills politics men for nothing. And the Batman known as the Judgment Guy, but I think it's not right. Riddler is a Judgment Guy because he kills people who are corrupt, like the DA. We see the DA at the iceberg long uses drug. The next day, Riddler kills him. Oh, about Falcone. The sequence when Selina wants to kill the man who killed Rachel, he says that Falcone is a mayor for 20 years. It means that till Thomas and Martha Wayne were alive, Gotham was more judgment and less corruption, but when they died, corruption did climax. In fact, the point of the movie was about true guy and wrong guy. The Riddler was not the guy who does wrong things. Riddler killed the right guys. The responsible, those in the name of judgment, gets power, and when they become powerful, they forget everything, and they just care about money, and they do everything. About Riddler, he was very smart, but the question is this, that why Riddler had problem with Bruce Wayne? In the movie, we saw that when Bruce and Riddler were kids, Riddler was an orphan in orphanage of Wayne's. We can see it from the photos. Those Riddler showed it to Gordon and the Batman at old orphanage. That Riddler has hated Bruce since he was a child. Riddler in other sequences said this to the Batman at the Arkham at the last 50 minutes. The problem he had with Bruce Wayne was personality. It was between Riddler, Bruce, Thomas, and Martha Wayne. Riddler was angry that what happened for that $1 billion that one day Thomas Wayne wanted to give it to orphans. And Falcone is the reason. Falcone completes the Riddler because most of the problems those Riddler had with Bruce Wayne, the reason was Falcone. Thomas Wayne wanted to help orphans, but Falcone killed him and he saved them the money. And Riddler knew this, that after Thomas and Martha's death, Falcone stole them the money, but he had no idea that Falcone killed Thomas and Martha Wayne. Also, he didn't know that Falcone killed the reporter. He thought Thomas Wayne killed the reporter, so he was telling people Gotham's legacy killed the man for their place in government. And they are one of the main reasons of corruption in this town. So he started to fight with the Batman as his last target. He knew that Falcone is the reason of all corruption in Gotham, so he wanted to kill him. He knew that Falcone is the mayor for 20 years. Another problem that Riddler had with Bruce Wayne, well, if you ignore childhood resentment, Riddler wanted to destroy Bruce and the Batman. The sentence, no more lies, had a lot of meanings. One of them, it makes Bruce Wayne. No more lies that who are you? No more lies that hide your character. We saw that even Riddler, who the Batman says he does not make mistake, even he makes mistake. When the Riddler says that Thomas Wayne killed the reporter, the Batman as Bruce Wayne went to Falcone and asked him that, is this right or not? That my father ordered you to kill a reporter. And as Falcone is a fucking asshole, he said, yeah, it's right, son. But Alfred knew the truth, that Thomas did not want to the reporter dies. Falcone killed him, and then Thomas wanted to report it to police officer, but then Falcone killed him, and this is the point. Riddler made a mistake about this matter. It was not just about Riddler, that even Riddler is vulnerable and he makes mistake. It happened for the Batman too, for Bruce Wayne. For example, when Riddler asked the question from the DA, he talked about a rat, in fact, an informer. When Batman and Gordon talked to each other, they thought it's Penguin. but they made mistake. Another time when we completely saw how vulnerable Bruce was about when Alfred told him that really what happened for his parents. Bruce is scared a lot, he said it himself. A good point of Matt Reeves' Batman was Batman behind his mask for too much time. I mean like always, except few times. But the characterization was powerful enough to feel all the emotions of Bruce Wayne's character, even behind his mask. How sensitive and vulnerable he was. In the beginning of the movie, Bruce Wayne said that, they say, I'm in the shadow, but I am the shadows. Well, in church sequence, I expect first act, he really came from nowhere, and inspired to the dark area of the movie. In addition to Reeves made Gotham very nice, it could give a special darkness to the movie that it was perfect. It was not too much like the first Venom that you can't see anything, or not too less that it cannot transport the emotions. The movie also had a little reference to the Batman Dark Knight. You remember Joker and Batman talk to each other in police station. In the Batman 2022, it happened between Batman and Riddler at Arkham. On that sequence, we saw how crazy the Riddler was. He was locked, but he could still do his plan. On that sequence, Riddler told Batman that you're not smart enough. Yes, he was not. Riddler was a sort of smarter than the Batman. The first time was when Batman and Gordon understood the meaning of El Rata. They did not understand the meaning and Riddler helped them. It was interesting that Riddler was helping his enemies, but it was one part of his plan. And it's proof that's how smart the Riddler was. He made a puzzle like they cannot find the answer, and then he wanted to show them the orphanage. Another time was in Arkham, when Riddler said to the Batman, we did it together, but the Batman denied it. During the film, Batman just wanted to find the Riddler, so he did everything Riddler told him to do, but Batman did not understand it. So yes, Batman was another reason of murderers. In fact, he had no choice. If he did not do the things those Riddler told him to do, he could never find him. If he did it, he found him, but again he was a reason of murderers. But no one understood it. I said it in non-spoiler talk of the Batman 2 that sometimes Riddler put the answers and ciphers in places that the film needed exaggeration to Batman find them. For example, about the USB which was in Mayer's car. He put the scissors in his car's cycle. Or for example, when Batmobile hit the Penguin's car and the car went wrong several times, but the Penguin survived. Or that sequence when Batman was fighting with Riddler's man at the speech of Mayer. This Mayer. The Batman shooted by shotgun and he fell to the ground and he could not get up because of the pain, and it was like video games. He took a grain substance from Nova of his clothes and injected it into a hole that is the Nova of his clothes again, and he held it in 1/100th of a second. And then he got up and he started to beating Riddler's man like shit. But anyway, that time when Penguin was at his car and the Batman went to Penguin, it was very epic sequence. Batman comes from fire. It could be very good sequence if Warner in the trailers did not show them and spoil them. At all in 2021, Doom Part 1 released and it was an incredible movie, and fortune Doom Part 2 will be made too, and you can see the review of Doom Part 1 from this link. And in 2022, we had the first movie of Batman's Matt Reeves. Both of them were for Warner Company and both of them will have the second movie. Doom Part 2 will release on October 20 of 2023, and the Batman, well, maybe on that time it will be released, who knows? But anyway, both of them were fantastic movies, and it was one of the best movies about Batman. The Batman 2022, the first movie of Matt Reeves' Triple, turned out better than the first movie of Nolan's Triple. IMDb says this, but I think, yeah, it really was. It had new elements, new character of the Batman, a Batman who always is behind his mask. What do you think? The Batman 2022 was better than the Batman Begins 2005. Say opinions in comments, I'll read them all. Alright guys, it was the second review of today, done with the first review. You can see it from this link. Yeah, just come and click on it. So my channel for some more reviews, don't forget to comment which movie you'd like me to have a review for you, and if you didn't like this video till now, hit custom second energy booster and put the masks on to the next clip.